Alright guys, we're going to work on volume of composite figures. We'll work on volume of surface area of composite figures later. This is going to be on the same page as your surface area and volume, the big foldable, but we're actually going to glue this in. It's going to go on 141. We'll glue that in a little bit. Let's go and get started. So we're going to fold this in half. While I'm folding it in half, I'm going to tell you what a composite figure is. So a composite figure is just, so far we've talked about spheres, we've talked about prisms, cones, cylinders, pyramids, the whole bit there. A composite figure is just more than one of those at the same time, combined together. So volume. It says composite functions. It should say find the volume of the following composite figures. There's no telling how long that said that. Figures. Alright, here we have a sphere. It's actually a hemisphere. And we have a cylinder. So, all we are going to do is find the volume of the hemisphere, the volume of the cylinder, and add them together. So the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. However, we only need half of that. So we will do 1/2 of 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay. And then the cylinder is pi r squared h. So let's do both, add them together. So the volume of the hemisphere is 1/2 times 4/3 pi. It does not say use 3.14. The radius is 6 cubed. Got a lot of parentheses here. I am going to put them all together. Now, by the way, I'm going to put them all together in one step. So I'm going to put a big old plus right here. We're going to add these two together. Okay, the volume here is pi. The radius is 6 squared. The height is 13. So I'm going to add these together in my calculator. Let me grab it. I should have had it out. I'm not rounding. I'm not doing anything but typing in exactly as it says. So alpha y equals, gives me a fraction. 1/2 alpha y equals again 4/3 second. There's pi times 6 to the third. Go over and I'm going to close parentheses. And I'm going to add, so this is the hemisphere. I'm going to add the cylinder. Okay, and I'm going to round to 2 decimal places. So I've got 1,922.65 inches cubed. That is the volume of this composite figure. Most figures are actually composite figures, as you'll see. All right, let's do the volume of this composite figure. In this figure, we have a pyramid and a prism. The volume of a pyramid is 1/3 big B times H. The volume of the prism is big B times H. Okay. The base of this pyramid is the same as the base of this prism. Okay. The base is 4 by 4. That's the area of the base. Okay. The height of this pyramid is 6. We will add that to the prism's volume. The prism has a base of the same, it's the same as the pyramid. So it is 4 times 4. And the height is 5. We're going to add those together. Alpha y equals 1/3 of 4 times 4 times 6 plus 4 times 4 times 5. And that's 112 inches cubed. Okay, pause the video and try 3 and 4. Try 3 and 4. All right, number 3. We have a cone and another hemisphere. The volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. We're going to have to figure out the height. And a hemisphere is 1/2 of the volume of a sphere. All right, we have to figure out the height. Okay, the height of this is actually whatever's left over. This is also 39 feet because it's the radius. You have the radius here and here and here. So to find the height, we're going to do 81 minus 39. That gives me 42 feet. So the height of this cone is 42 feet. So 1/3 pi, the radius is 39 squared, the height is 42. Is equal to, the hemisphere's volume is 1/2 of 4/3 pi, the radius is 39 cubed. And we're going to add these two together. Alpha y equals enter, 1/3 pi times 39 squared, not cosine, times 42 plus 1/2 of the sphere formula, and I get a very large volume. Feet cubed. That's a huge cone anyway. 42 feet cone. That whole figure is 81 feet. That's big. That's big. All right, last, let's talk about this. We have a hemisphere. We have a cylinder. Now let's actually talk about what's going on in this one. This is actually a cylinder with a hemisphere cut out. That means the volume is smaller. We want the volume of this. So we're going to have to find the volume of the cylinder and subtract the hemisphere's volume, okay? So the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h, and we will have to subtract the volume of the hemisphere, which again is 1/2 of 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so pi, the radius is 3.5 squared times the height of 5.5, and we will be subtracting 1/2 of 4/3 pi, the radius 3.5 cubed. And remember, we're subtracting this time. Let's find what that is. Pi times 3.5 squared times 5.5 minus 1/2 of 4/3 pi times 3.5 to the third. And that is 121.87. We have no measurement, so units cubed. Okay, so that is volume of composite figures. We're going to go ahead and glue this in. We'll do composite, surface area of composite figures after we talk about surface area. We haven't done that yet. So let's go ahead and glue this in on 141. We've still got our other folder. We'll just kind of slid in there. I'll move it for now. Okay, I'm going to slide this one back in. We'll finish up surface area later.